Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. If you don't already know who it is, the one and only, the true Alex J. And we've got quite a lot to go over. So today in the Entrepreneur News, there's a restaurant that's come out in London. And basically what they've done is quite clever. When they're designing their meals, they're making sure that it's perfect for Instagram. So every single meal is perfectly Instagrammable. And that's exactly what they've said. I thought that the way that they worded the article, I thought it went a little bit further. I thought like the table plate would be designed for Instagram and like the wallpapers would all be designed for Instagram, because I've seen places like that before. But this is just that they design the meals in such a way that you'd want to take a photo of it. I thought that was pretty cool. I think it's pretty unique. I've never heard that concept before. So maybe if you're in the restaurant industry or you're asked to help out a restaurant, maybe that's something that you could consider. We've also got Facebook, that was from CNBC. We've also got from mediapost.com, it says Facebook can't shake lawsuit over inflated metrics, and this is crazy. Basically, Facebook is in trouble for blowing up their numbers. They've been lying about their numbers. They said basically they were inflating how many views these video ads were getting, which would usually cost you, but Facebook is saying, well, hey, look, we might have inflated the numbers. They didn't admit it, but from what it seems like in this article, they're basically saying that we maybe lied about the numbers, but you didn't pay any extra for the fake numbers. I think that they're doing it maybe to try and compete with YouTube, which would obviously be competing with Google. I think that might be the reason that they've done it. Either way, it's really crazy that that's an actual case that's actually happening. They're still in court, they're still battling it, they're still fighting it. They've said that they're going to fight it through to the end. Who knows? What do you guys think? Do you think as long as you're not being charged extra, do you think it matters? And why do you think that they would do that? I'd love to hear your opinion. Drop a comment below. The next story we have is from Forbes.com. It says, can Amazon threaten Facebook with anytime? Basically, Amazon have come out with an application which is going to be a chat application. It's the same as like WhatsApp, or what other messaging apps are there? That's the only one I know. No, do I know any more? No, there's WeChat. WeChat's another one, the only other one that I know. But there's quite a lot of different messenger chats. I think it's really crazy that Amazon are trying to step into this. I don't see why they're doing this. I don't really understand what the point is. Amazon, listen, you're really great at selling all sorts of different products. That's fantastic. A lot of people use you to sell stuff through their site. Lots of people do affiliate marketing with you guys. What do you need an app for? What do you need this chat app for? Like, what's the point? They're basically saying Amazon's app is likely to be a comprehensive service allowing users to make voice and video calls, share photos, including filters and special effects, listen to music, order food, and chat with businesses. Again, I don't really see it. If it is purely so that if I'm on the platform, I can speak to a business owner, maybe they sell something and negotiate a deal, maybe, but I just don't see why. I don't see why Amazon need this. Again, I'd love to hear your opinion. If you can see a reason that they'd need this, that'd be great, because I really don't see it. Why wouldn't you just use Facebook? That's their platform. In other news, we've got TechCrunch.com. They've come up with self-driving truck startup Embark raises 15 million, partners with Peterbilt. Basically, they've come out with these self-driving trucks. Just try and comprehend this for a moment. A few years ago, self-driving cars wasn't even a thing. You'd say, oh, hopefully in the future we could have self-driving cars, and people would laugh at you and say that's never going to happen. Now you've got a business that raised 15 million with self-driving trucks. It's kind of cool, kind of bad. I can see the positive in the fact that these trucks are going a long distance, so they're able to just travel that safely, and they're not having to worry and put people's lives in danger. And it also means that things will be sped up, things will be a lot quicker, because instead of having to wait for this guy to sleep, because he's a human, he needs to sleep, these trucks will just keep on plowing. There's no need to stop. We can keep on going all day, all night, no problem. Downside is people that are truck drivers, if this becomes a regular thing, if this becomes the norm, they're all going to lose their jobs, because you can't compete with a machine. Like all the time we hear news stories about truck drivers falling asleep at the wheel because they're so tired, they're trying to go so far. That removes all that, but at the same time it also removes their job. So again, I'd love to hear from you. Do you think it's a good thing, or do you think it's a bad thing? Drop a comment below, tell me your opinion. I'd love to get it so that I can feed back from you guys And we've also got from bizjournals.com, LA startup raises 5 million for AI-powered celebrities. I thought this was hilarious. I wasn't sure if it was a joke at first. Turns out it's pretty real. It's basically these like cartoon avatars. So like, think of like Pixar, like Toy Story kind of, like that. It's that kind of design. It's 3D avatar of a celebrity. So a celebrity would have their avatar created and it apparently mimics that person so that they seem real. It uses artificial intelligence. Now, to read from this story, to quote from it, it says, celebrities don't have the time or energy to personally interact with all of their fans, even if they wanted to. But with oooh Inc., they can have an AI-powered avatar to do it for them. The Pasadena startup has raised 5 million in strategic funding for its artificial intelligence platform that enables users to create and distribute a virtual copy that looks, sounds, and behaves like them. Again, from my experiences with AI, like artificial intelligence, just imagine a video game character and as much dynamic, like they try to make them fairly dynamic, you know, try to make it fairly complex. It's always kind of robotic. No matter how much humor you try to put into it, no matter what you try and do with it, it always seems kind of robotic. I can't see how this is going to be that different. Like, how many phrases could you possibly put into this thing? Just why? What's the point? What are you going to do with it? So I don't understand. Do you just download it? So it's like you've got like Will Smith on the side of your computer, like the paperclip thing from Microsoft years ago. Like what would he do? Like, is it like I click him on the head and he's like, oh, I wouldn't do that. Like what is it? Like what is it supposed to do? I don't understand. I don't see the point of it. Who uses this? Who wants this? Do you want this? Again, I'd love to hear your feedback. If you had to have a celebrity on your desktop with artificial intelligence, and let's pretend that it did act and sound like them, who would you want on your computer? Who would you want to have sitting there? Could you ask them questions? That'd be pretty cool. I'm not sure. Again, I'm very mind blown by that whole concept. But again, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below. Tell me what your opinion is. Moving on to the next one, we've got Netflix is booming outside of America. Now, essentially, the Wall Street estimates, they gave estimates on what they thought that Netflix would be achieving. They said, we believe that you'd achieve an extra 1 million, we believe that you'd achieve about 600,000 domestically, and they achieved over 1 million. They said internationally, we think they'll do about 2.6 or 2.7, and actually they did 4.1 million, which is incredible. That's an explosive growth, and that's not money, that's not 1 million in money or 4 million in money. That's actually subscribers, so they've obviously made a lot more than that. I thought that was absolutely incredible. Netflix is so normal now. Like, everyone seems to have Netflix. It's just a normal thing. It's kind of like having cable. Everyone, oh, you have Netflix, right? Yeah, I've got cable. Like I've got Netflix on my computer, or I've got it on my TV, or I've got it on my tablet, or whatever. Netflix is a fairly normal thing now. Most households have it. From my opinion, most households have it. I think it's incredible. I love it. It's great. You want a series, you can put it on. I don't watch TV, by the way. I really don't watch TV at all. But if I did, I'd use Netflix. I used to use Netflix when I was younger. I don't watch TV at all anymore. So yeah, it's really cool. Again, what do you think? Do you guys use Netflix? Do you think that it will continue to grow? Do you think it will become normal, or do you think it will replace cable? Again, I'd love to hear from you guys. The next one we have is from the NewYorkTimes.com. It says, as paperwork goes missing, private student loan debts may be wiped away. I thought this was crazy. It says tens of thousands of people who took out private loans to pay for colleges but have not been able to keep up payments may get their debts wiped away because critical paperwork is missing. The troubled loan, which total at least 5 billion, just think about that for a minute, 5 billion, are at the center of a protracted legal dispute between the student borrowers and a group of creditors who have aggressively pursued them in court after they fell behind on payments. But basically, the court said, no, we need to know who owns this debt, who owns the debt, and they can't find the paperwork. So the 5 billion worth of loans, all this money, it might not be owed anymore because they can't figure out who the hell owns it. And there's a whole, basically they've written down like how it breaks down. And there's like, it starts off with the student borrowing the money from the loan originators, and it goes to the banks, and that goes to the depositor, that goes to the trust, that goes to the American Education Services, that goes to the bank subtractors, and that goes to transport. Like, it's crazy how it breaks down. So they can't figure out where the hell, who owns the debt, whose is it, who's going to receive the money. Like, they can't even figure that out between themselves. So all these students that owe this money, they might not owe it anymore. It might just disappear. It might be some magic. So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty funny. Again, I'd love to hear your opinion. Do you think it's really cool that they're all going to get away, or they might potentially get away with not paying the debts? Do you think that they should just pay it anyway? Again, what's your opinion? I'd love to hear comments below. So today has been a pretty slow news day. There's nothing really crazy really happening. The Facebook lawsuit, that really got me ticking. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Tell me your opinion. What do you think about the restaurant from London? Do you think it's a new concept? Do you think there should be more of them? What do you think about Facebook blowing up their numbers? Do you think it really matters? What about Amazon trying to come out with their own chat? Do you think that's going to be even relevant? Self-driving trucks, again, what do you think? Do you think it's a good thing, or do you think it's a bad thing? The LA startup doing the artificial intelligent powered celebrities, like, is that a good thing, or is that just super creepy? Netflix, do you think it will replace cable eventually, or do you think it's going to die away? It's just, you know, a fad. And what do you think about the students thing? I'd love to hear back from you guys. I'd love to hear your feedback. Drop a comment below and I will personally reply to you. Make sure to subscribe and make sure to turn the notifications on so you get notified when the latest videos are out. I look forward to speaking to you guys again soon, but in the meantime, peace.